Good morning and welcome to Rogue Logic. Today is September 5th, 2022. And what I wanted to talk about today was the very delicate and much argued subject of religion and atheism, and pretty much a few views that I have about the whole subject and in between those two extremes. What I'd like to start out with is I want to show one clip from someone who I have a great amount of respect for, and very sad that he passed away in 2011. I think he is and was one of the great intellectuals of our time. That's Christopher Hitchens, and authored many books. And anyway, he actually refers to Richard Dawkins, who I believe, if you're not familiar with, he is an evolutionary biologist, another person that I hold in high regard for his viewpoints and scientific, his mind. But anyway, here's the clip with Christopher Hitchens, and I do think, as in his style always is, it's well delivered, witty and clever as he was, and he's just a great, amazing guy.
Mencken actually drew up a list of very nearly 10,000 gods that used to be worshipped and aren't anymore. As my friend Richard Dawkins says, everyone's an atheist. Nobody believes in the sun god Ra anymore. Nobody believes in Huitzilopochtli anymore. Nobody believes in Juno and Venus anymore. You're all atheists as far as that's concerned, and you look with pity on those who support or ever did such cults. All we say is make it consistent. Just go one god more, and you're nearly there.
All right, so that was Christopher Hitchens, and then I had one more video that I wanted to share with you, which is by Sam Harris. If you're not familiar with him, he is an author, philosopher, and he does host a podcast on YouTube. Another one of the really great minds of our time, I believe, and an outspoken atheist, and among other things. He has a lot of viewpoints that I agree with mostly on a few things, so I'd like to show that video as well.
When I'm looking at you right now, you may assume that what I see is immaterial, but that's not what I see, and it's not what I believe. And I think
I understand it's not what you believe.
There's something in you that is more than you believe. I really think so.
This is
now, if you want to make that a scientific claim, you can. But I'm telling you, it's a metaphysical claim, and to confuse the two is a mistake.
Okay, you can add any metaphysics you want.
Thank you.
In that, by that means, I mean, I can say, I see you as a reincarnate personality, and I think you were probably
I was someone famous
on Atlantis.
Right.
Yes,
don't make me like a washerwoman in a
people do this all the time. I mean, you can broadcast. I mean, this is constrained by our common sense in every other domain of discourse. I mean, just take, for example, the people who think Elvis is still alive. Okay, what's wrong with this claim? I mean, why is this claim not vitiating our academic departments and corporations? I mean, I'll tell you why, and it's very simple. We have not passed laws against believing Elvis is still alive. The problem is that whenever somebody seriously represents his belief that Elvis is still alive, in a conversation, on a first date, at a lecture, at a job interview, he immediately pays a price. He pays a price in ill-concealed laughter.
Right. Now, surely you can agree with him.
That is a good thing. Now, then he could rattle on about this is not a scientific claim. This is a matter of faith. You know, when I look at you, I see you. You might be Elvis. I mean, he could do this. Except that.
As simple as this seems, and I know that we're talking about something that hasn't been solved in thousands of years. It's created great enemies among people. It's actually done some good. It was our first explanation of many things before we had science to really show us the way with most things that we've discovered. Instead of we no longer think that the world is flat. We can see different systems, solar systems in the sky. All of these things, automobiles were created, and so on. These are things that you get the idea. But there is just this odd inability for people to let go of their beliefs, and they have no reason to. I'm not trying to make anyone let go of their beliefs, but here is a simplified idea that I think would be so beneficial to everyone. This actually ties back into the theme of some of my other videos about simplicity. Okay, so I, like almost everyone, have my views on what I believe spiritually, if there is or isn't an afterlife, and things of that nature. So religion and spirituality. Excuse me. And I'll give you a summarized version of my beliefs. First of all, I am not the type of atheist who says there is no God. I don't know is the answer. All the evidence to me, so that we have up until this moment in time, shows me that there's no good reason to believe that there's anyone who created the universe or any mind behind it. Now, what I always say to people is there may very well be something that is so beyond our human comprehension that we don't know what it is. It may be not a being that we could even fathom in our human minds, or it may be nothing at all except chemicals and different elements just randomly forming throughout the galaxies, and that's it. I have a couple beliefs that I don't really want to share in this video because it really goes in another direction. But, I have a few ideas about some things that I like to share with friends and in a discussion. But overall, I'm a skeptic, and I just believe that we have enough here right now in this existence to worry about. So here's my little talk that I think is simple, but it could help everyone if people just adopted these principles. Okay, so I've told you what I believe basically. Now, I don't want any Christians to believe that, or Muslims, or anyone else if they don't want to. The great thing about our Constitution and living in the United States is that you are given you have the right in our Constitution to believe whatever you like, but you don't have the right to inflict those beliefs upon other people. And that's always where the problem is. So I say this: if you believe in Jesus and the resurrection, and you go by the 10 Commandments, and or maybe there's someone who believes the Bible word for word and it's written from the hand of God. If you believe in Allah and everything that goes along with the Quran, all of these things are fine. Just keep those beliefs to yourself. I do believe that religion should be a private matter, and then if you choose to conjugate together in whatever temple or church or wherever you'd like to go, mosque, then do so. But it's the spreading and infliction of these things upon other people. Now, as a non-believer, for the most part, I don't go and try to make people believe something. I enjoy discussions about it. I think that people should be able to discuss it. And this idea that religion is a taboo, we can't talk about that because it's sacred, is just nonsense. Now, nothing I've said here is I'm not claiming to have come across some wonderful, incredible revelation. It's nothing really new, but it's just a very simple idea that I think has to do with so many things that could make things so much easier for all of us to get along. Believe what you want, but don't make this assumption that you need to make others believe what you don't want, because what that is authoritative and domineering, and really it's just a fascist type of way of thinking. So that's about all I have for today. I want to keep it short, and I'd like to say what I always do: be kind to one another whenever you can, which is almost all the time. And always be kind to animals. They deserve it. They are a great gift given to us, whether you believe that's through nature or through God, or whatever you believe is fine. Just be kind to them and speak up for them, because they don't have a voice that can be heard. Other than that, I hope everyone has a great rest of your Monday, and peace.